Alright, so those of you who saw the title, you may be wondering, who is this guy? Does he really think he could be as good as Mumbo Jumbo did? Wow, brain. Anyway, so I wasn't the one who said it originally. It was one of my friends who said it, because apparently I've been getting good at this stuff, as evidenced by this monstrosity that you see here. But, I want you to watch the whole video, and if you think I could be, then comment next Mumbo Jumbo in the comment section. And then if you don't think so, then comment no. So, but, English, this is my project that I've been working on for a while. So, first thing is, you have this, which just basically is an account selector and pops out that account's shulker box. So it's pretty quick. This is the slowest one. And it should be here pretty soon. There it is. And it should go back pretty soon. This tells you whether it's back or not. Give it a second. Alright, so this is quite interesting actually. So you press this button right there. That observer fires. It goes through there and spits out. The shulker box comes out and spits it out there, and it goes around here and gets dispensed out there. And then if you click any of the buttons, it won't try to dispense another shulker box, because these blocks are pulled down immediately after that is used. That is the button is pressed, so they're pulled down so nothing else will be shot out and mess up the system. And the way it knows if there is something out is by this circuit here. It's just a NOT gate, I believe it is, and it'll just pull it back all the way over here, and it'll turn off this redstone torch if it's there. And then these won't be up. So then when it's over here, you press this button here, and then we get a little pulse extender, and it drops down into some water, which pulls it around here, goes up there, and goes in back to the hoppers. So now you can press this button again, these are up, it'll all work. Alright, let's select another account. We'll do, I think that's the green one? Yes. And now, here's where it starts to get really complicated and hard for my brain to work. So this tells you which account is selected, which currently it is this middle one right here. So this hopper is unlocked. So do I have any here? No, I think I have it over here. I just don't have any. I have one. That's not very helpful. Well, I guess it is. So anything you throw into here will immediately get sucked into this one because it's open. So you select your account, and any of the currency you get will be you chuck in there. And then this is really complicated stuff, is the shop over here. So you press these buttons and it'll charge you a different amount depending on which one you get. So if I press this one's 16, and so these will fire at the same time because I do have enough, and that redstone torch over there will give an output, and then that means that this has given me something. I mean, it wouldn't be a sunflower normally, of course. You wouldn't pay 16 sunflowers to get a sunflower. But, see, it takes out exactly 16. So it works really well, actually. And it's quite interesting. So this was the original design. Super slow. Kind of unreliable. I think I broke it the last time I used it. Yeah, if you don't reset it every time, then that will always break, and weird stuff happens, and I don't even know. I don't even know where this other shulker box is. There's one missing. I don't know where it went. Yeah, that one was flawed in many ways, but this one is also flawed in many ways, but it works much better and has a shop. And of course there will be other things to this because it is part of a whole project. It's not by itself. But I want to talk over these pulse extenders. So when you press this button, it'll activate this and it'll pull it back, but since this is being powered, it'll keep this out until all the stuff goes over here, and it'll push it back, and there's your 16 for the pulse. And the reason this works here is because this piston pulls back this log, and this observer reads that these leaves are no longer connected to a log, ejects this real quick, and then it puts a redstone output through here, and then that goes and turns this off. So while the pulse extender is going, this takes out the exact amount that that pulse extender up there has through this redstone line, and it'll shut off. And this tells you how much is coming out. So this pulse should last the same amount as this pulse, which is that pulse extender, because this one is all the. This is sounding really complicated, obviously because it is. So this stuff over here is coming down, and there should be the exact same amount. 16 items going through a hopper should be the same here and there. So they should be the same. So they should turn off at the. They should turn each of these redstone torches off at the same time, which will in turn give a output through this, which will go up here and push an output through that. And while that's happening, right as it ends, it'll send a pulse through here and go through here, and this one will pop up right as this one comes here. But it won't pop up that one because this one has not been activated. Wow, that's a lot of words. And also this over here, it comes and then pulls these down, because I guess it doesn't need to do that anymore because I changed it. But we'll leave it anyway because it might mess up something if I take it out. And that's just a simple item filter for sunflowers because, you know, I don't want people just chugging anything else in there. This is how the water system works, where it pushes the thing down, whatever it's called, I can't remember. Piston pulls down, pushes it, the water pushes it out, pushes it over this ice thing, up soul sand elevator over there and into whatever hopper is empty. Then when it's activated, it goes down. We'll use that one as an example. It goes down, gets dropped out through that dropper, goes over here, up, and then around, and then it drops into this mess of circuitry. This dropper this dispenser right here, and that dispenses the shulker box right here, so you can access it. And this is really boring looking, of course, right now, but because it is just iron blocks. But you know, decoration is secondary when you want to get the redstone to work properly. So alright, that was a pretty long explanation, I would say. And if you're still here, good job, because it's kind of confusing. And then I guess I'll talk through my other projects I have. And this is a creeper farm. This is not my design at all. I used the one they did on SciCraft. And let's see. Well, I've just been over here. I wonder how much it's got. There's that slight issue of them building up. I haven't put the boats there. But that's a lot of gunpowder. I've been here for what? Like, probably an hour total without checking? I'd say that's pretty good. Pretty good for... I mean, it's not crazy by any means. And this is a mob farm. Terribly inefficient. Really bad. Well, actually not terribly inefficient, but really costly and laggy. And I'll show you it anyway. And so you flip this lever, and that starts the clock. And then these all get activated, and it activates pistons in turn. And each of those pistons push up whatever mobs happen to spawn up there. So it's pretty quick, like, and pretty much as soon as they spawn, they're down here. And I didn't have it on, so it wouldn't be running. But I'd say it's pretty good for me making up some random thing at some random point really fast. But other than that, that's kind of random. But I'd say it's kind of an interesting design. And also I didn't want any spiders because they really like to mess bomb farms up. Except you, I must have missed a spot. Oh, you just can spawn on the redstone. Alright, that makes sense. Let's turn this off, well, because I'm getting 15 frames a second. You may be wondering why I'm only getting 30. My computer doesn't suck, I just have VSync on, because otherwise you get this nice screen shearing with OBS, and it's not pleasant. Nobody wants to see that, and I've actually fixed a lot of issues. My other videos have been quite frame ratey. But anyway, this is quite interesting and very cool. I think I'm gonna take a take a screenshot of it. I realized there was no point in doing that. Let's get a little better FOV. Zoom in a wee bit. And that is going to be the screenshot. Alright. So I think that's a pretty quick explanation. Not pretty quick, it's a pretty lengthy explanation for this. But it is cool, and I think it's flawed in a lot of ways. There are many things I could have done better. But thanks for watching. If you got that far, comment down below if you think I could possibly be the next Mumbo Jumbo. Well, not the actual next Mumbo Jumbo, but you know, a next really good redstone person type person. But yeah, anyway, I guess that's it, and I will see you on the flip.